So, I mean, obviously the number one thing that I do for Noonan is the installs. I mean, that's my number one for our customers is, any of the AC systems, mini split systems, boilers that are installed, anything that's a new install, I'm on that job. So we run the wires, we take care of all the getting it powered up so that the guys can install it. I would say probably number two would be your what I call silly service calls, what people call silly service calls, because they feel weird about calling because it's a broken light switch. It's this light fixture that's been sitting on my kitchen counter for a year, because nobody will do that stuff. And it was funny is when we started and we were talking about what is Noonan Electrical going to be, and it was like, okay, well, the priority at this point is we need an electrician for our installs because we are doing so many that we need a person that can, work to our schedule. And then you go to people's homes and you're doing the install and they're like, hey, while you're here, and it's a light fixture. And it's silly stuff. And they're like, I can't get anybody to return my phone calls or to come out. And from that, it grew to, over the winter when we're slower with install side, I'm busy 40 hours a week doing silly calls. And yes, I do like 8 calls a day for, it may be 15 or 20 minutes, but it works out and it fills your whole day up. And it's great for our customer base because now you're in there. And then when it is a bigger issue, so I had customers where I've done a couple of light switches or a light fixture or add a plug, and then the next thing you know, they have a problem with their service. They're going to put an addition on it. They go to finish the basement, and they're like, oh wait, I know Noonan did that. He came out and they had a good experience with it, and so then that leads us to more, and that's what it's done, and that's what we've seen it do, to the point where very quickly we exceeded what I could do on my own. So then it was like, okay, we need to bring help in. So that's I would say that's kind of 2 and 3. It tends to be a small thing it starts with, and people love to test the water. So they'll have you come out and do the silliest, littlest thing because they want to meet you. They want to, I talk to them on the phone. I schedule all the appointments, so I talk to the people on the phone, so I get a feel for, what they're actually talking about because it doesn't always translate. And then it's like, you go out, you change a light, plug, whatever, and then all of a sudden the list comes out. And they're like, oh, and I said, perfect, write the list down, tell me what you got, email it to me, and then we'll come back. I just did one the other day. He wanted a smart thermostat installed. So I ran a new wire for it, put the smart thermostat in, we got chatting, whatever. He was like, he's like, I'm really happy. And he goes, I don't even mind. He's like, the money is fine, whatever. He goes, I got like 5 or 6 other things. And I said, well, I can't do them today, but show me what you got. So we made another appointment for a couple of weeks out, and he's like, this is great. Like this stuff's been, on my to-do list forever. And it kind of has been growing into that kind of thing. And that's when, and we have a large customer base with just the oil base, but, it was really a great response from the customers to have that, and they just know they're used to the quality of the Noonan service and the high standards that we have or that Noonan has, and so to carry it over when the to the electrical is they're happy to have it all in-house. So basically kind of a home services type feel, so that it's one call, one bill. They're used to it. They have an account. They don't they know who to call. They call the office. They get a call back. That kind of thing. And that's really been the kind of the key to it working.